Hey everyone, before we get started learning more about Duke University, we wanted to let you know that you can calculate your chances of admission at Duke and other schools with your free CollegeVine account. Start by completing your chanting profile with information such as your GPA, test scores, and extracurricular activities. From there, you can use CollegeVine's Hub tool to see your chances and information about the school, such as cost, majors, and more. Visit the link in the description below to sign up and see your chances today.
So as a first year, you will live on East Campus. I have a map of East Campus and West Campus in a later slide, which might illustrate this a little bit better, but East Campus is exclusively for freshman housing. All freshmen live on East Campus. You can't live off campus. You can't live on West Campus. Everyone's on East Campus. And so in that sense, it's a great way to foster that sense of community among the freshman class and make friends as an incoming freshman at Duke. All dorms are co-ed, and Marketplace is the main freshman dining hall. And the way you get in is by swiping in for each of your meals, and there are a number of food options available. Additionally, East Campus is home to its own library, Lilly Library. West Campus has a different library, but Lilly is primarily, for freshmen, since it's on East Campus. And if you're studying late at night and you don't want to study in your dorm, Lilly is the place to go. Additionally, there's an auditorium, a gym, and a couple of other buildings, including classroom buildings on East Campus. The classroom buildings on East Campus are home to the history department, and I believe a couple of foreign languages as well. So while most academic buildings are on West Campus, East Campus does have a couple of academic buildings as well. As a first year, you are randomly assigned to a dorm, and you are also randomly matched with a roommate. And this is something that this was a policy change from a couple of years back. So actually, I was able to choose my own roommate as a freshman, and we were really great friends and got along very well. But I also know students who chose their roommates and didn't get along with them, and students who are randomly assigned to roommates and became best friends. And so it really goes both ways. But Duke really standardized this process a couple years back when it enforced randomized roommate matching. So the way it works is you fill out a 7-question form based on your lifestyle preferences, when you go to bed, how you like to study, how clean you are, or how clean you think you are, and you will be matched with a roommate that you are quote unquote compatible with. So this is what a standard dorm might look like. The dorm on the right is actually an upperclassman dorm that was recently renovated, but there are a lot of freshman dorms at Duke that have been recently updated, and so they have really great amenities and up-to-date kitchens and beautiful dorm rooms as well. On the left, you'll see an example of a dorm room, 2 standard twin XL beds. There are a couple of dorms on West Campus that have full beds, but for the most part, as an undergrad, you will have a twin XL, and other standard furniture include a wardrobe or some kind of dresser, a desk, and a chair. And so the room looks very bare, but one of the most exciting things about freshman year of college are decorating your room and really making the space your own. So here's the map that I mentioned earlier. On the bottom left, you'll see a map with 2 circles. On the left is West Campus, and it's quite a bit bigger. This is home to all undergrads at Duke that are not freshmen. So sophomores, juniors, seniors, as well as most of Duke's academic buildings, including graduate schools. So you'll see the Nicholas School of the Environment, the School of Medicine, the business school, and the law school as well. So those are all on or around West Campus. On the right, you'll see East Campus, and I have a blown up map on the top right that shows you a number of buildings. So as I mentioned, Marketplace is the freshman dining hall, Lilly is the freshman library right across from that, Brody is the gym on West Campus, and all the other ones, or for the most part, the other buildings are freshman dorm and classroom buildings. Duke has a number of dining options, so you'll never get tired of the food. There are cafes and restaurants and fast food, vegan, vegetarian options, convenience stores, and various cuisines. And so you'll have more flexibility as an upperclassman with food points, but there really is a lot of optionality on Duke's campus in terms of food. So you can get sushi, you can get Indian food, you can get a sandwich or a smoothie or a salad or anything that really appeals to you. There's a McDonald's on campus. There are a couple of chains that restaurant chains that you might recognize, but for the most part, there are really great dining options at Duke that you will be able to explore as a Duke student. And as I mentioned earlier, casually, swipes are what you use to get into Marketplace, the freshman dining hall, and these are only on the freshman dining plan. Food points, you can spend anywhere like dollars at any place on Duke's campus, and you'll have some food points as a freshman, but a lot more as an upperclassman. And as an upperclassman, you will rely exclusively on food points, and you will not have any swipes. Flex is what you can add to your card if you run out of food points, and these can be spent at on-campus convenience stores to buy things like toiletries or food, and can be spent at any place on campus that accepts food points. And so dining options are available on both East and West Campus, and accept various forms of payment via the various meal plans that are offered. Broadhead Center is more commonly known as West Union, although Broadhead Center is the formal name. It's this giant glass cube that houses a lot of different restaurants. Mostly you'll see upperclassmen eating here, although as a freshman, you will likely be on West Campus for most of your day, going to classes, because most classes are located on West Campus. And so you'll often have breakfast at Marketplace and then lunch at West Union and dinner back at Marketplace. On the right are a couple pictures of Marketplace. These are just the food service areas. As you can see, at the bottom right is a salad bar, and there's a pasta line and a burger line, and a number of food options there as well. There are a lot of great amenities on Duke's campus, including 2 gyms, one on East and one on West. And at Wilson, you can use the rock climbing wall. There are indoor basketball courts, and you can rent equipment, or not rent equipment, you can borrow equipment, and also outdoor tennis courts and free group fitness classes, and half credit fitness courses. So there are a couple of classrooms within the gym. So a lot of great ways to stay active at Duke and explore different opportunities to do that. The Bolt is a gaming suite on West Campus. It is home to a PS4 and Xbox One, a number of other things, and there's also a virtual reality space. And then Duke Gardens is a place that a lot of prospective Duke students love to visit with their families. It's beautiful when all the flowers are blooming. It's a great place to go if you just want to be outdoors, study outdoors, go on a run, take photos when it's nice out. And Duke Gardens is on West Campus, right next to the West Campus bus stop. All right. So just to give you a bit more context on the surrounding area, Duke is located in a town called Durham in North Carolina, which is located in what is known as the Research Triangle. So the Research Triangle Park, also known as RTP, is anchored by Raleigh, Durham, and Chapel Hill. And as you might guess, there are college campuses in each of these cities, which is why it's a major research area. So UNC is in Chapel Hill, and NC State and NCCU are also in the area. And so the Research Triangle is home to hundreds of science and technology firms. It's a growing area for young professionals to live and to work. And as a Duke student, you have access to all of that right in the area. There are also a lot of restaurants, breweries, food trucks, you name it, in the area. So while you will spend most of your time on campus as a freshman, you are free to explore as much as you want off campus, whether you're a foodie or whether you're someone who's interested in art and performances. You can attend concerts at DPAC, which is the Durham Performing Arts Center. If you're an outdoorsy person, you can explore parks, trails, and lakes. There's a place called Eno River near Duke's campus that some Duke students like to go to.